to MagFest.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are in for a treat today. I am joking, of course, and I'm here to introduce one of the best speedrunners out there, showing us a brand new game, just came out very recently, Skunky48. It's wonderful to have you here. Wonderful to have everybody doing their thing here today at MagFest 2022. Skunky, what do you want to say about Steel Assault before we get going?
Steel Assault came out recently by Zenovia Games, and I am sure glad I found it. I had a couple streaming buddies playing it. I played it myself and fell in love with the art and the music and the gameplay. So Joe's going to talk a good bit about this one while I play and enjoy. It's a real treat.
Yeah, timer starts after we press the difficulty level, which we're going to start with just normal so we can fly right through. I'm ready when you are, Skunky. How you feel?
I'm feeling good. I'm ready for a countdown if you want to give it out, Joe.
Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, bring it! Ladies and gentlemen, Steel Assault, like Skunky said, is Zenovia Interactive's premiere game that got released with Tribute Games just recently. I think it was slated for, was it 2021? 2022? Like within a few months, like within a month. This is brand spanking new. You can get it on Switch and Steam. Yeah, 2021. They signed to get it published with Tribute Games only in November 2020, even though the Kickstarter actually had started in 2015. And we're taking off right away, flying right through a bunch of MIDI levels. I shouldn't even do any stats just yet because I've got to tell you what we're looking at, folks. Skunky is taking hold of Taro Takahashi, who's on a revenge mission to take down an evil overlord type guy who's he's really messing with what's left of the overgrown zombie apocalypse that is the American city. And you'll actually notice there's a lot of landscapes and things, including the metro, that pay tribute to the DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia area. You'll see things like the Potomac River. Pretty exciting, and since we're here at MagFest in National Harbor, Maryland, it's pretty cool to see something like this, pretty local.
Absolutely.
Is this a boss?
This is a boss fight. First boss in the game. He rips apart the roof of the subway train.
Yeah, and I think it is Lieutenant Carla Schmidt. Yeah, there she is.
So this boss can give a few different patterns. He's going to go up here, and he went into the background. Unfortunately, we can't damage him there. We'll avoid the missiles.
What Skunky's using, or Taro, I guess, Takahashi, is this electric whip that whips in like 8 different directions. We got the up, down, cardinal, and some diagonal. All right, short work. Along with the whip, Taro can do a double jump, a slide, and then you'll notice a lot of use with this grapple beam, this thing that shoots across the stage to kind of jump up between platforms. They call it zip line on the game. And here we start chapter 2 of 5. So guys, this is going to be a pretty short one when Skunky flies through. But take note of all the detail in this 8-bit landscape. It's just really gorgeous, I think. A lot of stuff going on. They spared no expense in details. Here we've got what I believe to be like a mini boss. Skunky's making sure to keep it focused in the center by drawing its attention there as it whips away, setting the whole world ablaze. There it is, Potomac Forest. There's the zip line.
Zip line to get up here. We're going to get electricity. The electricity power-up has the ability to deal extra damage to the bosses as opposed to the normal attack. You'll notice the half-circle green bar around my face icon there. That's the amount of electricity we have left. We're going to be damaging enemies with a melee attack throughout the game, such as these drones right there, a little green orb we pick up. That recharges our electricity. So we make good use of that and conserve that for when we need it most on the boss fights.
Noise Police might be trolling, saying that you love whips like Castlevania 2. So it makes sense that you're enjoying this whip game?
No comment. We can talk offline about that, Noise Police.
Sounds like it's being dealt with offline. Guys, if you don't know about MagFest, you're just tuning in or something, make sure to hit !DONATE in the chat comments and get some donations in. We've met some great goals. I'd like to give a round of applause again from the live audience and for everybody online for reaching such great goals. And we've actually moved it up to 7,500, so hopefully we can keep it climbing. Great job, guys. Oh wait, he doesn't like that game.
Speaking of donations, we have a $35 donation from Silky Selkie, who says, I love my sweet wife. It's so lovely to watch speedruns while listening to you announce. Here's to another great MagFest. Much love from your darling wife. Thank you, honey. I love you too.
Thanks, Silky.
Interesting. We didn't get our grapple out there in time to grapple on underneath of this aircraft, which is a mechanic of this boss fight. We'll try it again.
Oh. Taking on the second boss. This one's really tough. Skunky told me that he had a tough time figuring out what they want you to do, but what you gotta do is get below the machine, set out your grapple, and then just whip the ever-loving out of this mecha that's wrapping itself around this ship. A lot of interesting characters in this. This one's Sergeant Balthazar Klein, I guess just part of this Overlord regime. And there we go, taking him down. Guys, that was boss 2 of 5. Let's hear a round of applause. It's flying through.
Hooray! Really tight platforming section coming up here to start. And these levels, screens rather, are based on cycles, so if things go off script, it gets pretty hairy. But we'll see what we can do here.
Down there we've got Sonya giving you some advice, very much like a TMNT game. April is giving her support. We got Sonya down there telling you she's here to help you, Skunky.
Thanks, Sonya.
In the story mode, you'll see her and Hans in the end. Hopefully we'll get to see them congratulate us on our victory. Oh yeah, turret mode. The Theta Hydron. In advanced mode, you'll have the turret actually dip that down and then rise back up in one of the 3 locations at the bottom, therefore making it kind of difficult to move around and use the attack. In this one, you know, you can take a little bit more ease knowing that it's going to be right there for you.
And I like to look at the background of this screen here. It stays static for a moment, and we're going to scroll up. There you go, and it becomes animated.
There's the sub-weapon you were talking about.
Yeah, and we can change this from a shield to an electricity by hitting it. There's another one up there. I want to end up with the electricity. Again, we will conserve to deal massive damage to the boss of this area if we keep it.
So what happened to the United States, by the way, this is set in the year 2030, so just so you know, the overgrown post-apocalyptic world is just around the corner.
Coming soon.
Keep those masks on, folks. So the slime is climbing up, and obviously it's a scroller. Skunky doesn't want to fall down into the slime, but check out the robots. The flying ones are lifting up the gunners and holding them like little baby kangaroos or something. Like, here, now you shoot.
I will now refer to these guys as kangaroos from now on.
Oh, we're down in the slime. I don't like that.
Me neither.
It's okay though, because in normal mode, once you get to the next section, you will have your life refilled. If we can make it there. Looks good, looks good.
We're there.
Speaking of slime, some great stuff coming up. Oh yeah. Hey, that looks like some of my friends. This isn't too far in the future. Pico says, is that slime or ooze? Oh, you know it's gonna get serious when the music cuts out. Major Clayton Harris.
It's your boy.
And he's gonna pull a Dr. Wily and set his machines on you. We've been seeing a lot of machines attacking Taro. And to actually use their energy cores, you have to melee hit them to kind of recharge your own electricity. The electric whip will only destroy the core. It's just a little tidbit. Skunky's using some concentration on his boss fight. You got to get those whips on the proper rhythm. If you don't, the rhythm can be messed up and you're not doing the damage you're hoping.
Yeah, very important in the speed run, especially on the enemies with greater health, such as boss fights.
All right, making our way to New York, Chapter 4.
We're on a boat.
On a boat. Turrets yet again. Things don't look much better for the Big Apple. It looks submerged as can be. One thing I noticed is at the end of this whole scene, we're going to see some cool billboards. As we run through New York, you're going to notice a lot of cool just ads in the background, different like details. A lot of fun stuff. I wonder how much of it is actually taken from real life scenarios. Probably a lot.
This could be you.
This could be you. At the very end, right before you ascend this next building, I noticed it was Pierce Klein on the billboard. And that, I think, is the major General Magnus Pierce, perhaps, or perhaps a relation. Don't know. But yeah, that grapple is pretty awesome. I haven't seen much stuff like that in video games where you can basically whip through the stage like that. I imagine it's there, but...
Yeah, it's got a little bit of a Bionic Commando feel to it, but functions quite differently. It becomes really intuitive once you get accustomed to it. Very nice mechanic they put in this game.
Alright. Coming up is a very scary moment as Skunky transitions to the next area. He's going to use not a glitch, but he's going to skip the cutscene in a sense by basically committing suicide. If he does it at the wrong time, the game could crash. So I'll start holding my breath now.
Thoughts and prayers. That should be good.
Ooh.
Hey, we made it.
All right. No cheers? That was pretty exciting stuff. You gotta kill yourself to speed run for sure. Thank you guys, thank you. The boss in this stage, we don't know if it's brother and sister or husband wife, but they're working together and dealing double damage, so Skunky's gotta juggle them both. The level of detail in this game I think is just astounding. I'm really enjoying. It's being speedrun, so I could barely take in like a moment before it's moved on. What do you think? Ayami and Diego? I think they're meant for each other. Intentional game over means hole 3. Definitely a lack of turtles in this game. Oh, stay put, Inubito. You'll see turtles yet.
Turtles coming soon.
Guys, chapter 5, the last level. Any donations that we'd like to read?
Sure, we have $5 from Anonymous. Thank you very much. And we have $20 from Pico de Guile saying, "We are having a fun time."
Yes, Pico.
Guile spelled like Street Fighter 2. Pico de Guile.
Thank you, Pico. Thanks, Anonymous.
I love the look of this Titan, like it hugged the tower to death. Get out of my way. This moment looks like it's going to become a bullet hell, but you finish him before it gets too bad, I imagine.
Yeah, if all goes well.
You know we're coming up on a boss when there's a flying airship.
Coming up on an auto-scroller here. We're going to go around the ship and destroy turrets to progress the screen. And one thing to note that I thought they did a very good job with in this game is that the auto-scrollers are not boring. They're full of action. That's not easy to find in games with auto-scrollers. Most people complain about them. I really enjoy the ones in Steel Assault. Good job, Xenovia.
Yeah, through and through. The comment section made mention of how the sound effects are so awesome as well.
Yes.
Like just through and through, a great looking game.
And it does have 2 different soundtracks to it that you can choose from as well, if you like a newer style or an older style for a retro game. You have options. You can change a lot of visual options as well. Right now we have the CRT filter on. With a little bit of screen curvature. You can change the amount of screen curvature as well. If you want to give it a really authentic, rounded tube TV experience.
I've got to correct myself. The mass radiation attacks were in the late 2030s, according to this lore.
Okay.
And then, yeah, we didn't get Magnus Pierce's Soldier robotic collection until 2046. So we still have some time, folks.
Okay, yeah. We've got a good bit of time.
Still, get your electric whips ready.
Yes. Be prepared.
All right, looks like we've made it into the airship. One thing Skunky and I were talking about how cool the enemy design is. You don't really see the same enemies too often. Like that room, and you probably won't see the green guy again.
Yep.
The quiet hall.
We're on to the final 2 bosses in the game, a giant mech, transformer, whatever you want to call it, and General Magnus Pierce. We're going to try to conserve as much health as possible in this first boss fight. Magnus Pierce fight is pretty tough.
Last chance for donations, folks. This is the boss fight for Steel Assault. We've got one that I'd like to read. $5 from Hole 3. They say, "See you soon, Skunky."
No! Why have you done this? We do not want to see Hole 3 in Turtles, but it is bound to happen, so we will say hello soon.
Skunky's covering both ends. He's doing the newest game possible and then one of the older NES games. I love it. So everybody stick around for that. But here he is, Magnus Pierce himself, the great antagonist. Short
and
work. Time, right there.
And we get a nice cutscene here and a really awesome track to roll the credits if you want to enjoy that. But I'm very glad I got to be here and show Steel Assault, the newer game. A lot of retro throwbacks in it, a lot of nods to other games. And I believe it's Xenovia's first game, so I think they did an amazing job with it. And I'm very honored to be able to show it off, and I'm happy that I found it.
Great job, Skunky. I think you killed it.
Hooray, we did it!
Sonia says, many people are still in danger. There has to be a Steel Assault 2. Only you guys can make it happen. Go to Steam right now and Switch and get that game. Take Skunky's record on.
Do it.
Well, up next, we've got another game from Skunky. We're going to see some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Hope we're excited for that run as well. Just a reminder, you can donate via the link in the at the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/magfast, and help us get to our donation goal of $7,500 going towards Child's Play and the amazing work they do providing video game equipment to children's hospitals to help with their recovery, therapeutic and emotional.